Hey everyone, welcome back to another edition of Super Prime UK with myself, Rob Cohen, your Super Prime valuation specialist. Hope you're all well. Hope you enjoyed an incredible special Jubilee festive extended bank holiday. You had James last week with you. I was away. James is away this week, so you've got me. I'm going to try and update you and share with you as much market data and intel information as I can to keep you on track with everything that's going on in the property finance lending world. So things don't stop, everything keeps moving, although there's so much activity happening around us, so much news and speculation, a lot of volatility and uncertainty, as we've been sharing with you over the last few weeks. I've been traveling all over Europe, Spain, Gibraltar, been up to Scotland, had loads of client meetings, loads of face-to-faces. It's just brilliant. I share this message a lot. I'm going to share it again. Brilliant sharing time, spending time with clients, friends, people that you've worked with in the industry for 10, 20, 30 years, or people you've only worked with for months or weeks. Everything that's special about business and life and interaction relationships is what we learn and gain and share with each other. And that's what's so good about the show, and also the real world of professional careers. So I love that. Everything I love about this job is that. Let's give you some data. This week the data is a bit obviously skewed because of the holidays and the Jubilee, more or less working off a 3-day week. So the new instructions numbers are down to a very low number. Do expect that to climb back up next week as we see the equivalent of 7 to 10 days worth of work coming into the figures. And again, with the sales very much down, 115, a low number. I expect to see that increase. So a bit skewed this week with the numbers. I think they'll improve and get better next week as we get more data because of the short week that we saw. Sale of the week, Cambridge Gate. Always good to have a Cambridge Gate sale, £8 million. Always good when Regent's Park properties sell. Good numbers, good interest there. I think a lot of the headlines have been around Elizabethline opening, which has been fascinating. Some of the areas have doubled in interest and growth as the trend of property ownership follows underground stations, and I think that trend would always remain as commuters like to have the quickest access possible to the centre of London, especially for work. I thought that was interesting. Abbey Wood is one of the areas that's seen the best growth, and that has Crosswell as HS2 as well, so good place to follow. Also fascinating, actually, it's been 45 years since the Jubilee line opened, and the trend of how the property prices have grown and increased following the London Underground line. So that's always a good trend, something to look out for. New update news from Halifax. They've had their latest figures for May come through. A softening from them, house price growth just over 10%, which is a slowing down from their side, although that does put the average property price in the UK broadly at 290,000, which is an all-time record, all-time high, to show how hot the market is. And again, that's just pushed by the increased demand that there is and the lack of stock and supply that's putting that pressure on the market. Outside of that key information, I think what we're going to see is a strong performing June now that the Jubilee Festival season has passed, let's just say, and the bank holiday is gone. I think you're going to see a very strong month of of a lot of activity continue, although the key interest is the wider economy, the inflationary pressure, the continuous growth in interest rates, and the obvious energy and living costs going up. It's causing a real pressure as we keep reporting week by week. And ultimately, that is going to have an effect on the economy, and it is having currently an effect on the housing market and the property industry as we see things cooling off from the earlier part of the year. Last thing I want to share for this week, very short, punchy update, is just the general working world and the challenges that we're facing in 2022. I think there's a lot of pressures on society and life in general, and I think the social and professional responsibility we have with each other is key, and the community that I'm super grateful to work in, where I get so much support and at the same time hopefully give out so much support and try and help as much as possible is key. And I think in such challenging times, in such challenging conditions, in different ways, shapes and forms, we're all here for each other, and that's what this community is, that's what the property community is, that's what the lending community is here for. So big thank you, big shout out for all of those who do and provide that. You know who you are, and hope everyone has a great week. Look forward to seeing you all soon. Enjoy the weather. Sun's here and hopefully here to stay for the rest of the summer. And we'll be back next week with a full show, and James will be back with more data, intel and updates from Superprime UK. Thanks for all your help and support. Great having you on board, and see you all soon. Thank you.